Maraming nagko-comment sa mga videos ko and I found out na maski 10,000 pesos lang is inuutang
sa mga lending and maski sa mga other online applications or platforms.
I don't mean any harm dun sa ating mga kababayan, as aware din naman ako na syempre iba-iba tayo ng mga pinagdadaanan na pagsubok. Iba-iba yung ating gastusin sa pang-araw-araw, iba-iba yung sahod natin, iba-iba yung ating kita. Pero
ang concern ko kasi dyan is
yung interest na pinapataw, kaya ko ginawa itong video na to. And these people na nangungutang ng for as low as 10,000 pesos still fail to pay. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, ang alarming dyan is yung pagpapataw ng malaking interest. Halimbawa, yung 15% per month. Meron din na 3% per day. So for example, hindi ka makabayad in 3 months, assuming 15% per month yung interest. Ang interest niyan would be 4,500 pesos. Base lang yan sa principal. Paano kung yung interest, nagkakaroon pa ng interest? So, malaki na yan. Okay, hindi ko na patatagalin pa. I-share ko sa inyo yung updated interest rates or yung ceiling ng interest rates na pwedeng i-impose ng lending companies and financing companies. Take note, hindi kasali dito yung mga bangko or other financial institutions. And also take note, once mapanood nyo itong video, still mag-search kayo sa web kasi baka mamaya may updated issuances ang BSP or Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas and SEC or the Securities and Exchange Commission. So don't just rely on the information dito sa aking videos. And just a reminder, educational channel itong vlog natin. Do not treat my videos as legal advice. But wait, just a quick plug. I run an anti-scam campaign and I publish my ebooks about this. If you want to purchase, just click any of the links below. If you are not sure how to proceed with the downloading of the books and the payment, so send ka lang ng email. Send ka lang ng email dito sa lawyer.courses@gmail.com para mabigyan kita ng detailed instructions and maski yung link ma-forward ko sa'yo. So ano ba yung relevant issuances na i-discuss natin? So ito yung BSP Circular number 1133 series of 2021. The subject is ceiling on interest rates and other fees charged by lending companies, financing companies, and their online lending platforms or OLP. The SEC also issued Memorandum Circular number 3 series of 2022 to implement itong BSP Circular. So, itong mga circulars na to, take note, these only cover LC and FC. So, lending companies and financing companies. These cover unsecured loans. Pag sinabing unsecured loans, hindi nakasangla yung iyong motor o yung iyong bahay. These also cover general purpose loans. And only to loans na hanggang 10,000 pesos or 10,000 pesos and below, and with a duration or loan duration of up to 4 months. So, para magkaintindihan tayo, definition of terms muna. So, ito lang naman yung importante. Pero, syempre, check nyo na rin to. Makikita nyo naman to sa website ng SEC. So, pag sinabi nating nominal interest rate, ito yung interest rate na pinapataw. This is the interest rate on the face of the contract or ito na yung contractual rate. Pero, hindi dyan kasali yung other fees and charges. So, another interest rate, ito yung effective interest rate. Dito, may nominal interest rate plus other fees and charges. Pero, hindi pa rin dyan kasali yung penalty for late payment. So, ito na. Ito yung ceiling or ito na yung pwedeng ipataw na interest rates nito mga LC and FC. So, nominal interest rate ceiling equivalent to 6% per month or 0.2% per day. Pagka effective interest rate naman, pagka sinabing effective interest rate, ayan, kasamang nominal and other fees and charges. So, ang ceiling equivalent is 15% per month or 0.5% per day. So number 3, a cap on the penalties for late payment or non-payment at 5% per month on the outstanding scheduled amount due. Last, a total cost cap of 100% of the total amount borrowed, regardless of time the loan has been outstanding. O yung iba may tanong, paano sa credit card? So iba rin naman yung issuance niya sa credit card. Isasama ko na rin dito sa video na to para sulit naman yung panonood nyo. So, sa credit card, it is 3% per month except yung credit card installment loans which shall be subject to monthly add-on rate na not exceeding 1%. So, ang basis is BSP Circular Number 1165 dated January 19, 2023. So, ayan, flash ko on the screen. O yung iba syempre magtatanong sa inyo, paano pagka more than 10,000 pesos? O paano pagka yung loan duration is 1 year? So syempre, iba na yung mag-a-apply dyan. So meron tayong video about it and napaka-detailed ng discussion natin doon. Marami akong shinare na mga Supreme Court rulings. So just check this video for more detailed discussion. But ibibigay ko sa inyo yung G. So yung mga highlights no itong video na to. So, kaunting history lang. Dati kasi meron tayong tinatawag na usury law, that is Act number 2655. Ito yung batas nung February 1916. So, ang tagal na. So, itong law na to, may mga ceilings yan or limit sa pag-impose ng interest. Dati may 6%, 10%, 12%, 14%, and 18%. And, sabi dyan, pwede ma-recover yung naibayad in excess of the allowable or allowed interest. Then, nagkaroon ng amendments and merong central bank circular which suspended the interest rate ceilings. So now, yung usury law, suspended yan. Ibig sabihin, merong freedom yung creditor and the debtor or yung parties na pag-usapan magkano ba yung interest. So, from time to time, si central bank determines the interest rates considering the economic condition. So, may time na yung legal rate of interest was 12%. So, naging 6% yan per annum. So, syempre, yung may mga utang, ang gusto niyan malaman, magkano ba dapat ang interest rate? So, under prevailing rules, ang mag-govern is kung magkano yung pinag-usapan ng parties. Basta hindi unconscionable. Pag sinabing unconscionable, hindi makatarungan o labag sa konsensya. So ngayon, 2025 na, if walang napagkasunduan, ang automatic na nag-a-apply na interest is 6% per annum. So, pwede bang mas malaki doon sa 6% per annum? So, ang sabi ng mga Supreme Court rulings, if the stipulated interest for a loan is more than twice the prevailing legal rate of interest, si creditor or yung lender or yung nagpautang must prove that this rate is justified under the prevailing market conditions. And in some cases, sabi, if more than 3% per month, unconscionable na yan. However, take note, iba ang treatment pagdating sa mga bangko. Kasi yung mga bank, syempre, by reason of their business, justified sila to impose higher rates depending on the market condition. And si Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, under extraordinary economic and social conditions, may impose or regulate the interest rates. Again, panoorin nyo yung video na to kasi marami dyan na-discuss na Supreme Court rulings. That ends our topic today. Sana marami kayong natutunan. For now, please like this video, share this with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and do not forget to hit that notification bell icon para ma-notify kayo ng mga next videos ko na i-upload. Thank you very much.